What's up guys, and welcome to my channel Flame with a 4. In this video we're going to be doing stage 21 of Build the Ecto from Ghostbusters. We're going to be doing the middle chassis frame and the propeller shaft. So this is what your pieces should look like. So they should look a little bit like that. So what we're going to do, we're just going to quickly take them out. We probably won't need to fast forward because there's not many pieces in here again. So we shouldn't need to fast forward through. So we're just going to have a look at what's in here. We'll see what's plastic, what's metal as well, because that's always a real good thing to do. And these are usually not too bad to undo, so there you go. Right, so the propeller shaft is plastic. I thought that would be metal, to be fair, but it's plastic. The other section of that is plastic as well. This bottom section here, that's metal. So that's metal there, that bit. And then we just need to take the other bits out of here as well. So we're just going to, so we've got some EM screws. So we're just going to pop those out. So they're EM screws, and then we have CM screws as well. So I'm just going to put the CM screws just down here. And then we have, what are these ones? IP screws as well. So there's some IP screws there too. So we're just going to pop them down there as well. So there are a few more extra bits in here as well. So there are these two little pieces as well. We will have a check and see what they are. So let me just pop those down here. So they're probably to do with the propeller shaft, to be fair. So that is all you get in there. We will go back and we will do a parts check-off. So we're just going to go back and do a parts check-off here. So we'll just have a look at what this issue 21 comes with. So here we go. So 21A is going to be the middle chassis frame. So 21A is going to be that frame there. 21B is going to be the propeller shaft. So it's going to be the bit here which has the ends on. So again, I said that's plastic. I'm not too sure whether that's a good job that is plastic, but it is plastic. Propeller shaft cover, which is 21C, which is going to be the plain piece, which just looks a little bit like that with the holes in and the curved top section there. And then 21D is the slip yoke. So 21D are the slip yokes, which are going to be them ones there. So they are called the slip yokes. And then we got 21E, which is a universal joint, which are the little sort of like X's, which look like that. And there's two of those. And then we've got CM, EM, and IP screws there. So what we need to do is we just need to flick back through the magazine again, just to check whereabouts we are. So we are going to be doing the body again. So let's just move these to the side, move them out of the way, just to the side here. So we know they're there. So what we've got to do is we've got to bring in the body of the vehicle again. Unfortunately, we have to turn it upside down. Make sure you have a towel handy to put it up onto, because I don't like that you would have to lean on the engine bay itself, because it's not great. Right, so you need to have that like that. And then it's asking us to have this section here, 21A, and then that should slot into there like that, which covers up everything that would be in there now. And then you need to attach two EM screws, so two EM screws just on there. So we're just going to go and do that now. Cool, so once you've done that, you need to flip the vehicle round. So at least we're going to put it back up on its side again, so that's good. So you need to just flip it round that way like so. And then it's asking us to fill these holes there, there and there with CM screws. So we'll go get the CM screws and we'll pop those in. So this has got a lot of strength using these screws, so that's really good. So there you are. So that is that section. So they are the CM screws. So there's one here, one here, one here, and one there. I'll try and turn it up on the side so you guys can see. So there you go, you can see the CM screws now. So as I said, you've got CM screw here, here, and then the opposite side's just there. And then underneath, if I turn it around the other way, we had the EM screws, which went in just there and in there as well. So what we'll do is we'll flip it back up on its normal side. And then I think we're going to put this out of the way now anyway. So that's all it wants us to do on the body. So we'll just put the body out of the way for a second without it rolling off the end of the table because it's huge. And then we're going to concentrate on the propeller shaft. So there we go. So what it wants us to do, it wants us to take these two sections here and then piece that top section on top of there. And then it wants us to put IP screws, which we have here. We should be able to use this one because it's plastic, and all it wants us to do is put the 4 IP screws in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and put those in, and then we'll come back when that's done. So there you go, guys. So that's what it should look like when you've got the IP screws in. So there's 1 here, 2, 3 and 4, so that is that there. So that's how that should look. So it's quite thick once it's done. Again, I thought that would be metal, because if it's going to be turning something, I was maybe thinking it would probably have to be metal if you're going to do that, but you know, we'll have to see. So what we need to do, we need to make figure A and figure B. So it's asking us to get 21D. So it's asking us to take this piece here, and then it's asking for us to put the 21E in between that, like so, and then asking us to attach that with IP screws again, and then what we're going to have to do is put 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom. Let's see if we can just do that for you so you can see. You want to make sure that it's really well lined up. It's going to be fiddly, but we don't expect these builds to be easy. They wouldn't be fun if they were really easy to do. So I'm just going to start that off, do that up. So that's the top one in, and then I'll show you what it looks like close up once I've put these ones in here. So let's have a quick look. So then that goes in the bottom there. So let's just quickly pop them in. So there you go. So it wants us to put the top and the bottom of that, so it looks more like this sort of like X sort of shape. So, and then they just go 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. So it looks like that. So there you go. But you will need to now go and do that again on this piece. So we'll just quickly do that now. It didn't take too long to do, so we won't need to fast forward through or anything like that because it was really quick to do. So I'm just going to pop that through the bottom there. Make sure it's lining up in the top hole. And then go and grab the other one, which is the IP. And then just scoot that through. And there we go, and then that goes through like that. So there you go. So then you should have 2 of them which look exactly the same. So there should be 2 that look like that. Alright, so once you've finished doing that, guys, the next thing it's asking us to do is attach it onto this rod here. So what we need to do is we will need to insert this into this way round. And then we need to put an IP screw, 1 there and 1 at the bottom. Again, we could possibly just go do that now because that won't take too long to do. This is why we have so many IP screws, so that we can do that. So I'm just going to quickly pop that one in the top there. Oh, my hand's shaking, I don't know why. Shaking a lot. Right, so let me just try and get this on the end here and then put that through. So there you go. So that just goes in there. I'm just going to start that off. I don't want to do that right up because I want to make sure that I can do up the other side as well when I'm doing it. So I'm just going to go from this side, make sure that it's all lined up, and then just start that off like so. You just got to be careful and make sure that it's all lined up properly when you're screwing them in, because you don't want to cross thread them. You don't want to over tighten them either if you can help it. Just going to take that out and just do that again because that missed it. So it's just good job I got a magnetic piece, because a screwdriver set, because this would be impossible without a magnetic screwdriver set. So there you go. So then that's that. So then I guess this will just move maybe up and down like that, and then backwards and forwards slightly. And I guess that's how that should look. So once you've got it done, it should look a little bit like that. So we need to just now go do this other side. So we'll quickly go put that in. Again, make sure you get them all lined up nicely. And then with that, you need 2 IP screws again. So just going to go grab 2 of those, pop that in, line that up. make sure it's going into the hole itself, because the one I did on the other side, it was going beside it. So you want to make sure that they're lined up enough that you get it straight in first time, because you don't want to mess this section up. You don't want to mess any of it up, to be fair. But right, so there you go. So once that's in place, you should have a rod that now looks like that. So that's the end. I'm hoping it will focus enough to show you. That's the end there and how they should look. So it looks like this. It's coming together really well. So in stage 21 of the build, this should look like that. So you should have this bottom bit like that, all done. And then you should have that as well, the shaft there as well. So that's how they were asking that to be. So we will be going on to issue 22 really soon, guys, so make sure you join us for that. We'll be doing the rear chassis frame and leveling valve, so can't wait to do that with you guys. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care now. Bye bye.